Hey everybody, good morning to you. Take 3. I've been having some issues. I have a band here from Brazil. Brazil, that old Frank Sinatra song. Hoovaranas. The name of the song is Subliminal. And these are some young guys. And I know I had a comment, I made mention of that the last time I did a Hoovaranas song, which has been a little while. But in the comments, someone said, hey, well, 20 years old, that's not so bad. I mean, think of the Beatles and all. They were all in their 20s, and that's true. Now that I'm older, I look at them and like, they're mere children doing that kind of a thing, making that great music. But you don't care about that. Hoovaranas, Subliminal. And they are from, as I said, Brazil. So listen. See what you think. Let's see, this is 8 minutes. I guess it's like you would expect someone with a little more time under their belt to be this creative. Does that make sense? You know? When you're younger, for the most part, you tend to do simpler things. think this is a quiet interlude. I don't know how long it lasts, but not long. I thought it was longer than that. No, I think there is one. I believe so. It goes on for a little while. Boom, boom, boom. Drummer off. Impossible. Inconceivable. Well, I was absolutely wrong about that quiet interlude because I was listening to it the other day, and for some reason I was remembering there was like a good chunk of just silence for like 30 seconds or more, which doesn't sound like much, 30 seconds, but it is when you're listening to music and things just stop. I guess I must have been imagining things. So there you have it, Hoovaranas from Brazil, Subliminal. So maybe there was some subliminal messages going on in that song, and we just aren't aware of it until they start kicking in. You're in the grocery store and buying stuff that you didn't want because you were subliminal. All right, folks, I have a recipe I'm going to give you. If you like brownies, and I do, and I'm a chocolate freak, and I didn't want to buy any more of those boxed chocolate, brownies and things, which I'll eat too much of that stuff. So I found a recipe online, and it's with sweet potatoes as the base, and you put a couple of eggs in there. Mix it all around. You might throw some raisins in there, which I do, a little sweetener, some brown sugar possibly. And what else do we throw in there? I threw in some yogurt last night, and it's okay. I don't think it did much of nothing, but it was all right. So if you're just looking to get away from all that box stuff with who knows what ingredients, chemicals, and things are in those box of things, it might be harmless, but then again, it may not. This way you know what you're eating, and some sweet potatoes are good for you, and I love sweet potato pie. And I make a good sweet potato pie for a Yankee. So there. So try it sometime. There are great recipes. If you ever scroll through all the shorts and things, there's recipes for all kinds of cool stuff in there. So anyway, try some sweet potato brownies. Oh, chocolate powder. You have to throw that cocoa powder, just plain old cocoa powder. Throw about a quarter of a cup of that in there, and that's where you get your chocolate from. I almost didn't mention that. And you gotta have that. Yeah, eggs, right? Some baking soda if you want. Baking soda, baking powder. Probably baking powder. I always get those confused. All right, folks. If you want some more recipes, be sure to tune in next time while I give you my new deep fried who knows what. All right, folks, enough of that nonsense. Later.